Assemble! Stay dandy, baby. But you know what's really awesome?
Tell me.
The latest chapter of One Piece. That's right. This was a great chapter because it surprised me. One of the things we complain about a lot when it comes to One Piece is the introduction of new characters.
Yes.
And Wano Kingdom has just been pouring that shit on. They just will not stop with the new characters. They just want to keep introducing them and showing how wacky Oda's character designs can be. But I'm really excited because now we're formally introduced to the Robi Topo, who are basically the 6 most powerful warriors in the headliners of the Beast Pirates. And we've already seen 2 of them before, X-Drake and Page 1. Now we get to see the other 4 members, and I think they're pretty awesome from what we've seen so far. So we're just going to talk about them and some of the other big events of this chapter. The biggest one, of course, is that Luffy and everybody have finally arrived at Onigashima. We get to see it up close for the very first time, and again, just like the rest of the Wano Kingdom, it looks awesome. I love the design of that entrance.
That island is so different than Wano, even though it's the next door neighbor to it. I kept thinking that Wano was going to be the backdrop, not, of course I knew it wasn't, but I just was so kind of committed to Wano being the backdrop. And then when they got here, I was like, oh, wow, they're actually going to fight on this giant thunderstorm island with this big skull, like Kaido's island. And it just sort of makes sense. It also, to me, was kind of sad because I realized there might not be as many samurai as I thought. Obviously, on the good guy side, there will be. But it's mostly going to be the Beast Pirate outfits. And they've been blended together a lot. Like, you've seen the Beast Pirates next to the samurai a lot. But now that's sort of different. Like, that they're not going to be around as much. So it's kind of interesting that they're going that way.
You're definitely going to see a lot of the Beast Pirates now because Kinemon is using his Devil Fruit ability to give everybody brand new costumes.
That's right.
They're all going to be wearing the outfits of the Beast Pirates.
They're kind of going to hide in plain sight, know? And until they get super damaged or other things, there was a few stipulations, maybe we'll find out if they get water poured on them or something, they'll change back. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's something there. But it looked like a really great chapter. I was excited to see the new bad guys and all their like character designs. And there's that one woman who's really huge.
Let's just go ahead and kind of break down each of the brand new characters here. So let's talk about her first.
Yeah.
The massive woman who goes by the name of Black Maria. She's basically a giant.
Yes.
Or maybe just a very large woman of some kind. But I can't really talk much about her character outside of the fact that she's probably really scary and will kill you with death by snoo snoo. But like, she just looks really cool. They all have a theme of having like, the horns on their head and everything. But yeah, again, it's not really anything new seeing like a giant character like that, especially because a lot of the members of Kaido's crew are just disproportionate monsters in and of themselves. But what's interesting about her is that she looks kind of like or at least as normal as a One Piece character can get, just really tall.
She also might not be normal though. She might have like a horse bottom or something because you haven't really seen her.
We haven't seen like
she might be half llama or something.
Black Maria the half llama.
Yeah.
By the way, here's a little fun fact too. And it's not going to be immediately apparent. Pretty much every single member of the Tobi Roppo, their name is a pun on some sort of card game.
Oh, I didn't get that.
It is. I had to look up this information personally. But yeah, a lot of these games, of course, are, they're not here in America, but they exist in other places. Black Maria is a card game. But moving on from her, we have another new member who has a ridiculous name as Who's who is this guy who kind of looks like he's wearing like this like black metal helmet.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He has almost like goggle-looking eyes, and again, not much to say about his character other than that he's just loud and super boisterous. And again, it's hard to infer what these characters are actually going to do, what their powers are going to be. My hope, of course, is they're going to continue the theme of all being dinosaur-based.
That'd be cool.
Or like prehistoric animal-based.
Yep.
I just think that would be really awesome to go along with the other all-star members as well.
So you think they're all going to be legendary Zohan? Zohan? No, what do they call it? Legendary Zone type? Yeah. That could be interesting.
Yeah, I just think that would be really... Because we already know that,
Kaido likes those type of devil fruit users.
He does.
Yeah.
And all of the all-stars, you have a pterodactyl, you have the brachiosaurus, and of course you have Jack the Mammoth. But then we've already seen, X-Drake is an Allosaurus, Page 1 is a Spinosaurus. So I'm really hoping that some of these other guys are going to transform into some sort of dinosaur. I think that would just be so awesome and really unique. And again, just one of those memorable things that looking back on One Piece, you're going to be like, you remember that one arc with the samurai and the dinosaurs? Like, that's the way I like to look back on like certain arcs of One Piece, and I would just love to see that happen. So yeah, that's who's who's wearing the weird mask. The most talkative member of the group is probably this female who goes by the name of Ulti, who, again, a lot of them are trying to keep mysterious. They're all wearing masks or something on their face to sort of like make us not see them, perfectly. And again, one of the quirks of her character is that she comes across very rough and pissed off all the time, but at the same time has a childish, playful side. She refers to page 1 as Pepe.
There we go.
Don't know why. It's just a thing she does. It is interesting that page 1 has kind of like a new outfit. When we saw him earlier, it was mostly him in his transformed state, I believe, when he was battling against Sanji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got his butt kicked towards the end, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
By the way, I've kind of taken your route recently on One Piece and the anime. Like, I haven't really been watching it consistently, but I've been watching a lot of the action scenes.
Yeah, just the fights.
Sanji's fight with page 1 was awesome.
I have so many conflicted feelings about Sanji now, because him needing a suit to be powerful enough to compete.
He doesn't need it.
Oh, he did. He needed it. Anyway,
it looks cool though.
It does look cool, and it's a cool transformation, and all the characters are getting their end game setups.
Yeah.
Zoro's getting Enma, right? Is that the name of that sword?
The sword.
That sword may not be used to kill Kaido, but it's definitely going to get Zoro end game ready for the rest of the series. Yeah. Sanji gets the suit. That's his end game thing. And then Nami gets the Zeus.
I guess she's going to keep the cloud.
She's keeping, she already told the cloud she's keeping it. That's what I'm saying. They're getting these characters end game ready. So that's really what's going on. But I was like, kind of like, ooh, Sanji didn't need a devil fruit, but he needs a fucking suit. And so I was a little sad about that. But at the same time, that's his family, and it's him sort of accepting his family. It's a metaphor. I'm just going to say it's a metaphor a lot today. But it is a metaphor on him being accepted and realizing his family may be assassins, but they're not that bad. Yes, they are.
Even though they're terrible.
Yeah, they're terrible people.
Killed thousands of people.
But their gift to him was one of the suits that makes you strong. And
we've only seen it once so far. So, like I said, he may not use it again.
Bullshit.
But we probably will see it again.
Yeah, he's going to use it again.
Especially, like I said, that fight with page 1, I liked it in the manga. I liked it a lot more in the anime version, which I rarely say.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because the Wano Kingdom arc looks so damn good.
They are animating the bejesus out of it, yeah.
I did a little research on that as well. You know why it also looks so good?
Why?
The creative team that's working on it, and I believe the animation director is the guy who made the Broly movie.
That makes total sense. It has it does have that feel of that fluidity, and the way they use the black lines, very similar. Yeah.
And I love the color that they're using for it. But getting back on track, so we've gone through Black Maria, Ulti, and Who's Who. But there's one other member that we haven't seen before, which is Sasaki, who is just a giant, creepy-looking ogre man.
Yes.
At first, when I saw him, I thought he was like a fish man, just because they always kind of have that kind of weird, giant, oversized head appearance with massive teeth. But then again, this is the Beast Pirates. They're a bunch of monsters all the time anyway. So
it's true.
Again, there's not much we can infer. This chapter is basically just an excuse to introduce these characters and show them for the first time. The last chapter was them walking in. This is them sitting down. That's basically what this entire chapter is. That, and of course, showing Luffy and his group arriving, and also letting us know that the samurai are hardcore about this plan.
Oh, them destroying all their ships?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was really cool, but at the same time, man, that is risky as hell. But it's also ballsy, because it's like, look, we're going to win, and we're going to take this island for ourselves.
Yeah.
This is ours now.
Yeah.
And I think that's really...
And it also means defeat's not an option. Defeat is death.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, nope, we went back through time to do this, and now we're here to do it, and it's either working or it isn't, and it's happening now. And then, it's kind of funny when Chopper's like, what about the Sunny? And they're like, no, we ain't going to let them chop up that ship. And then... Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I think it's cool. I'm excited to see the battle plan actually play out a little bit. I'm excited to see how the reveal when the Kaido pirates, the Beast Pirates, realize they're under attack.
Yeah.
I hope that's next chapter, because that would speed up the progression.
Kaido's son.
Oh, yeah, I guess
the fact that they built that up in the last chapter, and of course gave us nothing on that in this chapter.
It might be someone we already see. It might, but they're not going to do it that way. They're going to reveal something big.
And really, let's face it, the Tobi Roppo were introduced because we want to see who everybody's going to fight. Like, all these characters are going to have a one-on-one fight with someone important in the series, whether they be Samurai or Remember the Straw Hat Crew. I have a feeling Sanji's probably going to have a rematch with Page 1.
Yes.
That's probably how things are going to go between those two.
I think that's true. Who's Drake going to fight?
I don't know. And that's interesting, because Drake is still technically, like, I think a double agent.
Yeah.
Where he's still technically a Marine. but he's a member of the Beast Pirates, but now he's going to have to be going up against the Straw Hat Pirates. This is probably going to be the arc, though, where he moves away from the Beast Pirates and starts to work along with Luffy and his crew. Maybe the other supernovas as well.
Yeah,
that's... You get to see there's a few others. There's there's Scratchman Apu.
The DJ?
Guy.
Yeah, the DJ guy.
He's a part of the crew now, too, so, not of his own accord, but... And Basil Hawkins, too, the guy who does the scarecrows and the voodoo dolls.
Yes.
Like, they're probably all eventually going to leave the Beast Pirates in this arc, which, will be interesting, and it'll be cool just to see Luffy teaming up with all these supernovas, something that, we all knew was probably going to happen, or he's at least going to have a confrontation with them. This is going to be a great excuse for him to interact with those characters again since they were introduced.
Yeah, it's cool. Obviously, this arc is going to mean a lot to the series when it's over.
I mean, Oda has been building this arc up for a long time, calling it, like, the greatest arc of the entire series. I don't know. Maybe we truly are moving into some sort of endgame fashion, like, after this. Who knows what's going to happen?
Well, in complete possibility, we could go from this arc. Let's say Big Mom and Kaido are defeated or dealt with at the end of this arc. Then you pretty much got Sabo that got captured.
Yeah, revolutionaries.
And Sabo, and then Blackbeard, and then One Piece. So there's not that many... Oh, Shanks.
I mean, there's Shanks.
Fuck, there could be a whole Shanks arc.
Yeah. Could Shanks just show up in this arc, though?
And
could that be another surprise?
Yeah, just shove that in there, too. Yeah.
That way they could kind of, I don't know. I feel like Shanks deserves his own arc.
Yeah.
Because they have so much to explain a little bit more about him outside that he was a part of Roger's crew. Like, I feel like they need to devote an entire arc to that.
And he's not evil, so why would Luffy fight him?
Exactly.
Like,
there's more of a rivalry between the two.
Yeah.
A friendly rivalry.
Why does Law want to defeat him? I don't know. Law wants to, though.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't really make sense what's about to happen. So, with the Shanks...
they're all competing for One Piece, maybe. But then again,
Shanks could have gone and got One Piece.
Then again, Shanks knows what One Piece is.
And where it is.
Yeah, and he doesn't care.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, the Shanks thing doesn't make sense to me. It has to get worked out for Endgame.
Yeah.
But we'll see what's up.
So, otherwise, final thoughts on the chapter?
3.5 out of 5. 3.5? I liked it, but not much happened.
Okay. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
I'm going up a little bit one on this one.
I'll give it a 3.859. How about that?
That's pretty good, too.
There we go.
I just liked it. I loved looking at Onigashima close up. I thought it was really cool. I love the design of the place. Like you said in the last review, it reminds me a lot of the dungeons from Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah.
The Moblin.
The Moblin fortresses or Moblin castles.
Yeah, the bases and stuff. It looks kind of like that in some senses, but it still has that Japanese aesthetic.
You got to shoot the torch through the eye, and then it'll explode, and Kaido will get burnt, and you'll knock off half his damage.
Exactly. I like that Usopp did something cool by knocking out some of the soldiers with his abilities. But of course, this is a chapter that's entirely devoted to the introduction of the Tobi Roppo, and they all look really cool. I just need to see them do something now. So let's see what's going to happen in the future when this big battle's about to kick off. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
And I want them to do something and someone win. It seems like every fight this arc has been just
fight and run.
Fight and run. Now I want the fight and win. Or
now
the
you know
fight
what it's like to watch any Gundam anime.
Ugh, no, that's why I don't watch it.
That's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
So for me, again, 4 out of 5. But we'd love to hear from you guys. What did you think about the latest chapter of One Piece, the formal introduction of the Tobi Roppo, the big battle that's about to take place? What do you want to see? Are you excited? Sound off, comment section below, and discuss it all.